Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear faculty, dear students, staff, distinguished ambassadors, dear parents. Today is a great day at ADA University, a very memorable, historic day, and we are finishing the academic calendar with commencement ceremony. Welcome to ADA's 5th graduation ceremony for Madhya class and 1st MPP class. Today we are graduating 32 master students. Please join me in welcoming all of them to the stage. Please be seated. Nobody is more happy today than the faculty members. Faculty, deans, people who have taught you, who have nurtured you, mentored you, cultivated you. These people are here today and they are joining us as well. Please join me in welcoming the rector, provost, deans, and the faculty of ADA University. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, ADA University is an international educational institution, and we have every year graduates from various countries. At the moment, we have students from 32 countries all over the world, and among the graduating class, we have 9 countries represented: Azerbaijan, Argentina, Ghana, Hungary, Kenya, Moldova, Pakistan, Tanzania, and Turkmenistan. Please join me in welcoming the flags of these countries to the stage. Hanımlar ve canablar, Azərbaycan Respublikasının dövlət himni. Please be seated. It is my honor now to invite to the stage for welcoming remarks the Dean of School of Public and International Affairs, Dr. Elnur Sultanov.
Thank you, Faris. Rector Pashayev, dear students, esteemed professors, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony 2015 of ADA University. Today stands out in many respects. This is the last ceremony when graduation from ADA means graduation from SPIA. Come the next year, SPIA, School of Public and International Affairs, has been the sole school at ADA that has been graduating students. And this year also, it's the sole institution, sole school at ADA. Come the next year, we are going to be joined by another school at ADA University. This is the last ceremony, when graduating from ADA means graduating from master's level. So you are the last students of ADA who are graduating from master's level only. Come the next year, bachelor students are going to join us. At the same time, this is the first time when graduating from SPIA means more than graduating from Madea program. Madea program has been the flagship program of ADA University, but this is the first time when MPP students, their cousins or sisters from SPIA also, by the way, are joining them. We are graduating 12 fine boys and girls from MPP program. It's a very modest start, but this modesty will look all the more amazing when MPP program, Master of Public Policy, will inevitably become one of the most famous programs in our entire region. And we don't have any other option but to make MPP that kind of a program. And I think in the future, the MPP graduates today will become this rare and precious species. Right? People will say that, oh, who is this person? And the answer will be, oh, he's one of those 12 very lucky, precious graduates of the first MPP program ever in Azerbaijan. At the same time, we are graduating Madea students, 20 of them, and Madea is already a legend. I don't think we have to tell a lot about what Madea is and what it stands for. And by the way, this is the first time we have the 5th anniversary of the graduation at ADA. And this is the 5th anniversary of Madea program graduation too. And in our decimal system in the world, which comes from India, by the way, 5th anniversary means something. So in that regard, this is a special day too. For enabling this day, I want to thank, definitely first and foremost, Rector Pashayev. Rector Pashayev is the embodiment, personification of ADA University, and there are so many good things about his personality. Or maybe ADA University is the extension of his personality, and there are so many good things about ADA University. I also want to thank Dr. Anar Valiyev, the founding dean of SPIA and the mastermind behind MPP program. He is the person who started this, and it's very difficult to carry his heavy banner, and we are trying to do our best. I want to thank our professors, definitely, here and who are sitting down there, and I want to thank everybody who did their best to make this day happen. Well, dear students, so far in the last 2 years, we kept testing the quality of your work, and today you are becoming the work of ADA with which outsiders will test the quality of ADA. And I'm sure that you are going to make us proud because we are already proud of you. Congratulations and thank you.
This year we are very honored to be joined by our new provost and Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ramesh Kanwar, and now it's my pleasure to invite him for opening remarks as well.
What a great day. It's probably one of the most beautiful days in Baku. And you all must have ordered this day to be so nice, so pleasant. Dear Ambassador Pashayev, who is the Rector and President of ADA University, Mr. Shamar Masoom Moab, Chief Executive Officer of State Oil Fund, my fellow deans, vice rectors, associate vice rectors, faculty, and staff of ADA University, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and friends of the graduating students, ADA students, and my dear graduating students, and soon to be proud alumni of ADA. It is my privilege to be part of 2015 Madhya MPP graduation ceremony today. I always feel very happy when I'm surrounded by some of the brightest young minds who are sitting in front of me, who have the dreams in their eyes and are preparing to carve out bright future for themselves and help this world in becoming a better place for everyone who lives on this planet. When I say who lives on this planet, it includes all the humans, animals, and the plants. It is time to celebrate and congratulate all 32 graduating students for their accomplishments in completing the requirements for their master's degree through their hard work, inquisitiveness, focus, perseverance, and dedication. I am very thankful to all the parents who could join us, and I also heard some of the parents have come all the way from Kenya and Tanzania to be with us at this graduation ceremony. And thanks to the parents for their trust in sending their sons and daughters to ADA for receiving education. I want to assure all the parents that your sons and daughters have done very well, and they are ready to capture the opportunities of the future. What I know and what I have seen, these students can compete with any other students coming from any other Ivy League universities in the world, including Harvard, Stanford, Cambridge, Oxford. You have the ability, you have the talents, you have the skills, and you can compete well. ADA is a very young university, but determined to offer quality education and prepare students to face the challenges of the global society in the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, if society is to be reformed and transformed, Education has to reach each and everyone, rich and poor, young and old. It must reach the masses because individuals are the very essence of society. At the same time, education must be affordable and education must be accessible. Education is not a mere accumulation of information and preparing students for a job, but a comprehensive training for life. Education means the process by which character is formed, the strength of mind is increased, and intellect is sharpened, as a result of which one can stand on one's own feet as a role model of this changing society. True education equips the youth to contribute to the material progress of the countries, as well as to maintain and preserve cultural and spiritual heritage of the society as well. I am pleased to share that ADA's core values put a lot of emphasis on the overall development of the character of its students by laying equal emphasis on social responsibility, development of teamwork, and leadership qualities in its students. ADA nurtures its young professionals to be successful human beings and noble citizens of the global society. ADA prepares students for lifelong careers and to lead a happy life. Academic standards and quality is largely dependent on faculty and its teachers. A teacher invokes the spirit of inquiry in the students, who then learns to find out things for himself or herself under the guidance of the teacher. A teacher trains the student to be a lifelong learner. I'm also very happy to share with you that ADA University has relentlessly worked hard to earn an international character and made a presence around the world like any other high-ranking international universities in the world in such a short time. One of the required criteria for the world rankings of the universities is to have somewhere between 20 to 40% of student and faculty body international. As of today, 40% of ADA faculty is international. Thus, ADA does meet that criteria. Another criteria for obtaining is accreditation of different programs by international accreditation bodies. Our plans are underway to obtain accreditation of all degree programs within first or second year after the graduation. And for all of you, for your information, the Master of Public Affairs accreditation program process will begin in the month of July of this year. And we are going to accomplish that process, hopefully, within a year. ADA has a sizable number of students from more than 32 countries, and this number is growing. The number of ADA students going to other countries for semester-long programs have doubled. Therefore, our university campus and its people exhibit richness in diversity, the sensitivity, tolerance, and respect for peoples as individuals. We are truly a global university, and you all have contributed to make us global and a diverse university. Thank you. After today, you will enter a new phase of your life. Some of you will take jobs. Others will pursue doctorate degrees or PhDs at other global universities. After your graduation today, each of you will have another recognition behind your name in addition to master's degree or MA degree. You will become proud alumni of ADA University, and let me be the very first person to welcome you as ADA alumni. As alumni, you will have the responsibility to help make your university shine, and you become the global ambassadors of ADA wherever you go, right from today onwards. Tell others good things about ADA University and its wonderful location in that part of the world which we call Baku. We want you to be very successful in your lives and in your careers. We also want you to serve as good citizens of the global society and help those who are needy. We want you to become wealthy also but with humbleness, with dignity, with honesty, with good moral character, so that people consider you as role model of the society, and that should be ADA character embedded in you forever. You also want to remember ADA, and we want you to stay in touch with us. Let us know what are good things happening in your careers, what are good things happening in your lives, so that we can highlight some of your accomplishment in your future careers in our newsletters. Be proud of your alma mater and stay thankful to those who helped you build your lives, especially your parents and teachers. Finally, today will be an occasion that you will remember fondly for the rest of your lives, becoming part of a global community of intellectuals and using this learning, knowledge, skills, and other experiences you have gained over the past 2 years at ADA University will help you contribute in building a strong, modern, and economically prosperous global society. I will end my note with words from Mahatma Gandhi. I'm going to change one word in that quote. Mahatma Gandhi used the word men. I'm going to change that men word to people. People often become what they believe themselves to be. If I believe I cannot do something, it makes me incapable of doing it. But when I believe I can, then I acquire the ability and motivation to do it, even if I did not have it in the beginning. So keep learning, keep giving back to the society, seize the future, and future is yours. Be proud of yourself, be proud of your nation, be proud of your people, and be proud of the world, and be proud of ADA University. Thank you, and bless you all. Let me now take the privilege of introducing our chief guest and keynote speaker of the convocation, Mr. Shamar Mabusi Mob, who is the Chief Executive Officer of State Oil Fund of the Republic of Azerbaijan. He received his bachelor's degree from Moscow State International University in International Relations. He's an economist. And then he received his master's degree in public administration from Harvard University John Kennedy School of Government. And he specialized in finance. And I believe he's at the right place to manage all the main source of income for the country of Azerbaijan. And after his completion of studies, he worked for the National Bank of Azerbaijan in different capacities as a senior specialist, head of the group, chief of the division, deputy departmental director, chief advisor to the chairman of the management board. He also worked for a year as a general director of the National Bank of Azerbaijan. And at present, since 2006, he is the chief executive officer of State Oil Fund. And in that capacity, he's also the chairman of the Government Commission on the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. He's a master of 4 languages, English, French, Russian, and Turkish, in addition to Azeri. He's married, has 3 children, but there are 2 highlights in his career. Because of him, United Nations Public Service Award was given to State Oil Fund in 2007. Also in 2009, EITI, which is Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, they also received an award because of his initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. Mahar.
Thank you very much for this introduction. Now I have to do it right. Dear ADA University Rector Pashayev, faculty members, dear alumni, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege to speak to you today, and I'm extremely grateful to the administration of ADA University for the invitation to speak to the graduating class of 2015. I would like to start by congratulating all of you with the successful completion of another stage in your life. Well done, class of 2015. This is the first time in my life when I am invited to speak at the commencement, and I hope it will not be the last one after today's speech. So I looked it up at the Wikipedia to understand what I am expected to say, and here's what I found. A commencement speech is a speech given to graduating students at the university. It's an opportunity to share experience, values, and advice. And I will try to do that exactly. Let me tell you one thing. Well, you have to realize that you are privileged. Do you know that only 7 people out of 100 in the world have a college degree? Do you know that only 2 out of 100 people in the world have a graduate degree? You have already accomplished more than 98% of the population of this planet. Moreover, not every university or degree are the same. ADA University is one of the best that you can think of. Doesn't it prove that you are privileged? Now, what the privilege brings with itself is responsibility. Those who are privileged have to bear more responsibility. It's like a superhero dilemma. You choose your favorite one, Superman, Batman, Catwoman, whatever you want. One thing that is important is that having superpower means taking care of others. By being privileged with a degree from an outstanding university, you bear more responsibility for your own life, for the lives of people around you, than anyone else. You have no right to waste your superpower. Now, before you start flying away, I have to tell that the way you realize your superpower is by trying to get the sense of accomplishment. It may sound counterintuitive, but that sense of accomplishment is the litmus test to identify that you're doing something right. People can feel happy due to many reasons. Sometimes a good pizza is enough. But only when you have put a great deal of effort and hard work, attained the goal, and have seen the positive results in improving the conditions of your community or greater society or the country as a whole, only then you have the ultimate pleasure of feeling the sense of accomplishment. And if you now and then have that feeling, then you're on the right track. ADA University is an example of this accomplishment. Only in the country led by a capable strategic leader it could be possible. Azerbaijan has blossomed in recent years and showed itself to the world. To create a world-class university from scratch in such a short period of time is a lifetime achievement of a group of ingenious people under the leadership of a visionary rector. Congratulations to the team of ADA. We're living in a very interesting times. The power of modern technology is enormous. Things that were unimaginable 10 years ago have become ordinary. The speed of innovation is incredible. When I was graduating in 1995, there were 20 computers at the whole university, and they were locked in a room where you could hardly get access. Now there's 10 times more computing power in the smartphone in my pocket than in all those 20 computers altogether. It all means increasing opportunities for you. But these opportunities are also different from those in 1995. The biggest change is that ability to learn and adapt is much more important than knowledge. Knowledge has become easily accessible, as I found commencement speech definition in Wikipedia. If you want to be successful, you have to remain a student in your heart. You have to understand that you will never know it all. Constant self-improvement is a key to success in your environment. Trying to learn something new every day is an answer to the continuously changing world. You have to always challenge yourself. The word commencement means beginning. You are starting a new chapter of your life and going out to the world. I cannot give you any practical advice. As I already mentioned, the world is changing very fast and there are so many unknowns that it's becoming impossible to make any predictions. But what you can do is, in the ensuing sea of chaos, is to try to find an anchor so that you are not beaten up terribly. And the anchor that I'm talking about is your set of values. I'm sure that you have already developed the right set of values, otherwise you wouldn't be graduating from this great university. There will be many situations in your life when your values will be tested. Try not to betray the things that you believe in, and your ship will sail happily. Privileged superheroes with great responsibility, non-stop learners with righteous set of values, the graduating class of 2015. Congratulations once again, and good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shahmar Muallim. Thank you very much for your remarks. Thank you, Dean Sultanov. Thank you, Provost Kanvar. Now it's time to give the floor to students. First of all, as you know, the graduating class is supposed to pass the torch, pass the ADA flag to the returning class. So for that purpose, I would like to invite the president of the graduating class, Lilioza Silagi, and president of the current returning class, Ahmed Sharik, to pass the ADA flag and join it to the flags of nations. Thank you, Lilioza. Thank you, Ahmad. Another tradition at our graduation ceremony is the valedictorian speech. And every year, as a tradition, it has been Madia student. Considering the fact that this is the year of the first graduation of MPP class, the graduating students have decided to elect an MPP student to represent and speak on behalf of the student body. It's my pleasure to give the floor to MPP student Banu Çiçek Mehmedli.
Dear Rector Hafiz Pashayev, faculty and administration, ambassadors, honored guests, friends and families, dear Madia and MPP class of 2015. In this very special day, we want to present our gratitude to ADA University. There are many people who deserve to be mentioned in this speech. But as a head and mentor of this institution, we will just refer to one of them, but making our words extensive to every single person who make ADA University real through their actions. Dear Rector Pashayev, thank you for embracing a dream, a vision, which has inspired us in many different ways. We believe we can say that we have one of the most wonderful rectors that anyone could wish for in his or her academic life. Some people may not know this, but if you are an ADA student, you shouldn't be surprised of seeing our beloved Ambassador Pashayev walking around the campus, having lunch with students, passing by classes, or asking the students how everything is going and if they feel happy or satisfied with life in campus and classes. And some people say that the reason is that ADA University is very small, relatively, but we don't think so. We believe that this is part of his vision and his commitment of giving at least a little piece of his experience to us in a manner which has generated in us not only a deep love and respect for him, but also for the ADA University. He is in many ways a role model of us, with his superior values of simplicity, honor, and excellence. Once upon a time, a man called Ernest Hemingway said, "Every man's life ends the same way. This is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another." And this sentence in particular summarizes how we feel today about our past, our present, and our future. We went through many changes in the last 2 years. Some of us moved from regions to Baku, from their countries to Azerbaijan. Some of us failed for the first time in our lives. Some of us got married, became mothers. And some of us met a person from a particular country and culture for the first time in our lives. And I could continue listing many other outstanding events that have taken place in our lives in these 2 years. But the key point is that all these things took place while we were studying in this university, in ADA University. We know that we are lucky, and to some extent we are privileged, because here we have had the opportunity of making great friends, having access to a great education, and having outstanding professionals by our side who made our lives easier in both academic and professional. We are grateful, and we wish our actions in the future will honor this legacy. We are full of personal projects and goals towards the future, but we also want more from ADA University. We want ADA University to continue growing not only in physical, but also in academic terms. We want ADA University to continue the path of critical thinking without succumbing even when everything seems unfeasible. And nobody says that it is easy. Forming citizens with a global spirit is not easy. It is in fact rather challenging, and especially nowadays, when many things may become obstacles diluting our efforts. And you know why? Because excellence is not an act. This is a habit. And you cannot make up excellence. You cannot buy excellence. As Aristotle wrote, excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have those virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly, and we are what we repeatedly do. In some religions, it is said that we have to let all that we do be done in love, and this is very important, because in life you cannot always do what you love. The world has become very competitive, and challenges sometimes are overwhelming. However, that is not an excuse to not do everything we do in love and with love. Doing everything in love is also a way of loving our neighbor. It is a way of loving the future generations. And that is the reason why we shouldn't live this life without aspiring to excellence. And that is the reason why we shouldn't live this life without aspiring to be contributors of making this world a better world to live. And as future alumni students of ADA University, we hope to add to this developing excellence. We have tried to summarize these beliefs in some rules that we would like to share with you. And we call them the 5 rules to be an honorable Madea MPP 2015. Rule number 1. Remember, being smart does not mean being wise. Be wise, love and respect yourself. And with the same commitment, love and respect others. Give other people the chance to use their voices. Be kind, be strong, but also be open. The key is not being tolerant, but accepting that we are all different and we need to work together to turn that into something pluralistic, innovative, and creative. That will also require involving yourself with things taking place beyond your own reality. Rule number 2, Honor your family. And remember, your friends are an extended version of your family. Rule number 3, be responsible. Commit yourself with life in every sense. Your responsibility should be the outstanding quality defining your personal and professional life. Your responsibility shows your love for others as well. Rule number 4, honor your house of studies. Be critical, but in a constructive way. Be diplomatic without being compliant. Think about your behavior as a legacy, which is also a part of ADA University. And today, ADA University has become part of our roots, and it is our duty to honor them. And rule number 5, never ever give up your fight to make the world a better place and something that is worth to be lived in. Finally, I would like to thank my dear classmates. Thank you for making these 2 years an enjoyable part in spite of hard work. Thank you for creating an environment within and outside of the classroom where you couldn't differentiate locals from international students. These 2 years we have laughed, we have cried, we have complained a lot, we have fought, but we have never drifted apart. And this warm feeling in our chest will not disappear with time because of that. Madia and MPP class of 2015, congratulations. Guys, this is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Banu Çiçek. Thank you for your kind words. And now it's my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to invite to the microphone the rector of the ADA University, Deputy Foreign Minister, Ambassador Hafiz Pashayev.
Good evening. Akşamınız hayır olsun. After so beautiful speeches, I am speechless. Dear Class 2015, distinguished keynote speaker, dear ambassador and guests, dear faculty and families, welcome to the 5th commencement of ADA University. Congratulations to all of our graduate degree candidates and to the faculty, staff, friends and families. It has been my pleasure to stand in front of you for the past years and declare our firsts with every graduating class. In a few minutes, ADA University will mark another first in its history by handing diplomas to our very first class of Masters of Public Policy. We will also graduate another terrific international cohort of Masters of Art in Diplomacy and International Relations, International Affairs, especially for ADA degree programs that started our graduation history. When we launched this program, our aim was to train new men and women for the new society, to train them as responsible citizens who will be needed for building our young democracy. We were expecting these graduates to come out of this institution with a blend of knowledge and skills, a strong sense of moral and ethical values, and desire to lead others to attain the same. We wanted you to grasp that developing professionalism as a core quality is essential to whatever life path you choose. Professionalism is about more than how you do things in practice. It is applying the attitudes and values you hold dear to every task in your everyday. It is mastering your work, being an expert no matter what title you have. for a true professional, there is no job that is too small or unimportant. What matters is how effectively and how responsibly you take it up. The lack of professionalism can bring to unfortunate results, sometimes even tragic ones, as we witnessed a few days ago in our city. In all my career years, I have never seen a true professional who would have an irresponsible attitude toward his job or who would think about his short-term gains versus serving public. How to develop professionalism? My answer would be short: through continued education. Our keynote speaker today, Shahmar Mevsumov, is one of the examples. As an ambassador of Azerbaijan to the United States, I worked on establishing a scholarship program at Harvard University to give young people in our country a chance for the best education that would give them a solid platform to become true professionals. I am happy to see that Mr. Mevsumov, as one of those young people, has proven all of our efforts right and became an excellent professional and public servant to his country. And now he himself is helping ADA University to train new professionals. By establishing ADA University, our country's leadership wanted young people to have a chance to world-class education right here at home. For 2 years, we worked to prepare the graduates who will be marching on stage in a few minutes. We did everything we could for you, especially our faculty, who has gone above and beyond to give you the best training. And I would like to, on your behalf, on myself behalf, to thank them all. Now, it is time for 32 of you, representing 9 countries, to go and do everything you can for your countries as well as for the world. Both classes have come through successfully, and we are proud to recognize your achievement today. As ADA University graduates, you will bring formidable talents, experiences, and intellect to whatever you set up to do. But if there is one thing that I would like for you all to have in common in future as an ADA graduate, is the building element in your professions. I want you to become builders in your own fields. You would not simply carry a title of a diplomat. You will build a better foreign service. You would not just take a position in government. You will build an accountable, transparent, you would not simply carry a title of diplomat. You will build a better foreign service. You would not just take a position in government. You will build an accountable, transparent, and ethical environment of public service. You would not be a mere business person. You will help build a highly competitive and sustainable economy. This may sound like a tall order, but any grand vision turns into reality due to people who stand behind it. Your training combined with your values makes you perfect candidates to shape the next stage of our republic. Go out there and start building. Thank you very much, and I want to also to thank especially Banu Çiçek. Banu Çiçek, thank you for your kind words to me. Sit down, please. I was thrilled by hearing what you are telling about me. And of course, you are right that it's not only about me, it's about all ADA University. And I'm proud, all of you, that you graduated this school. I know that it was not easy, and if I'm not mistaken, we accepted 55 students in 2013. Now only 32 graduating. And it shows that those who are working hard, who are studying hard, and they have great success to be ADA University graduate. Let me also to say some words in Azerbaijani language because it's some parents here. I want to address to them. Aziz tələbələr, aziz valideynlər, mən sizi bir daha təbrik edirəm. Ürəkdən sizin balalar bizim Ağda Universitetini çox şərəflə qurtarırlar, məzun olurlar. Mən demək istəyirəm sizə, əlbəttə ilk növbədə mən sizə təbrikimi çatdırmaqla eyni zamanda sizə öz təşəkkürümü bildirmək istəyirəm. Çünki siz öz balalarınızı Ağda Universitetinə inanıb göndərmisiniz və indi də onların çox böyük uğurunu şahidisiniz. Mən deyim sizə ki, burada Ağda Universitetində oxumaq o qədər asan iş deyil. Ona görə siz öz balalarınızın müvəffəqiyyətinə çox, necə deyirlər, şərəflə və mən istərdim ki, siz biləsiniz ki, sizin balalarınız artıq bala kimi əlbəttə qalacaqlar, artıq yetişmiş profesionallardır ki, siz onlarla fəxr eləyə biləcəksiniz. Bu universitetin xüsusiyyəti var. Universitetin xüsusiyyəti ondan ibarətdir ki, tək sinif otaqlarında demək, dərslər keçən zaman deyil, ümumən bu ab-hava bizim tələbələri tərbiyə eləyir. Mən deməliyəm ki, bu sinifin 2013-cü ildə biz qəbul etdik 55 tələbə, onun yalnız 32'si indi bu diplomları alacaq. Yəni deməyim odur ki, bu məktəbdə oxumaq o qədər asan deyil, amma oxumaq istəyən üçün əlbəttə o qədər də çətin deyil. Bizim müəllimlərimiz hər hansı bir yaxşı tələbə haqqında gəlib mənə söz deyəndə mən fərəh hissi keçirirəm. Bir neçə əlbəttə burada bu 32 tələbənin sırasında xüsusən yaxşı oxuyanlar da var. Onları mən xüsusi təbrik edirəm və inanıram ki, onlar bizim gələcək tələbələr üçün çox nümunə olacaq və gələcək tələbələr onların nümunəsi ilə burada oxuyacaqlar. Və inanıram ki, bu yeni məzunlar Ağda Universitetinin adını daha da yüksəkliyə qaldıracaq və Ağda Universiteti burada bir neçə çıxışlarda səsləndi, əlbəttə İngiliscə səsləndi. Ağda Universiteti getdikcə özünün nüfuzunu nəinki ölkədə, ümumən dünyada artıracaq və bu işdə mən inanıram ki, bizim bugünkü məzunların da rolu çox böyük olacaq. Mən bir daha sizi, valideynləri, tələbələri bir daha ürəkdən təbrik edirəm. Xoşbaxt olasınız və bu diplomları sizə məmnuniyyətlə özüm verəcəm. Mübarəkdir. Sağ olun.
Now the most exciting moment has come, dear students, the moment that you have been waiting, longing, fighting for, striving for the last 2 years. In a few seconds, Rector Pashaev, Provost Kanvar, and Dean Sultanov will hand you your well-deserved diplomas. Please, Dr. Kanvar, Dr. Sultanov, we are ready to hand the diplomas.
Esmer Süleymanova. Bike Hanım Hüseyinli hazırlaşsın. Bike Hanım buyurun. Dorothy Mutuyun. Frida Wakasyuka. Günay Azadeliyeva. Lilioza Sizlagi, where are you? Müşerref Çelebi.
Yeah. No, it's natural, yeah.
Nezrin Bakşaliyeva.
This way.
Nigar Eskerova. Nihat Seferli. Noemi Rabbiye. Richard Sarpon. Rüstem Mehmedov. Samuel Kinyayuji. Senan Eleskerli. Sevinç Hüseyinova. Şehriyar Hacıyev. Tural Hüseyinzade. Ülker Abbasova.
Kullanmaz benim sen de sen.
Ülker Penahzade. Esmer İsmailova. Ayten Süleymanova. Ayten Zeynallı hazırlaştı. Banu Çiçek Mehmetli, Rector's favorite. Büşra Ziya. Dilşat Verzeliyeva. Eltac Abbasov. Nurane Zeynalova. Sümeyra Hasan. Tatyana Saynina. Last but not least, Tural Salimov.
Siz papahlansınlar, siz gelip oturursunuz, A'dan himni çalacak.
Ready? By virtue of power vested in me, I declare the class 2015 graduated.
very much. Congratulations, and we invite everyone to the reception.
Çok güzel oldum sizi görmeye. Çok sağ olun.
Tebrik ediyorum. Tebrik ediyorum. Tebrik ediyorum. Yanlış ben gözleyemem. Yavaş yavaş yavaş. Hoşbehtçiliğiyle yıkılırsın. Sağ ol. Teşekkür ederim.